So now let's think about how to pull off this kind of algebraic trick, if you want, with these two expressions. So we're trying to fit something to a template, and we've got to decide what order to do it in. So something that you've got to be really aware of is the following. This thing here, if you multiply out x plus d squared, or multiply the whole thing out, you're going to get x squared plus 2, let me get this right, plus 2dx. Then you're going to have a plus d squared, then plus a k. Okay? So that means the constant piece is not k, not overall, it's d squared plus k. So a classic mistake is saying, okay, well I should set this to be equal to k. That shouldn't be equal to k. That's going to have to be equal to d squared plus k, you see. So what this means is the following. It's much more sensible to focus on this piece first, because that only involves one unknown, your d. So you should always look at the linear piece first before doing anything with the constant. So let's just see this, right? So what do we need? In case A, we need 2d to be equal to 6. So that's going to imply what? That's going to imply that d is equal to 3, dividing through by 2. So what would that imply? Well, now that would imply that d squared plus k, which is the thing I'm going to have to work out up here if you want, this is equal to 3 squared plus k. That's equal to 9 plus k. So what do we need? We need the following. We need to have 9 plus k is equal to 9. That's this guy. So let me just highlight this with some different colors. That 6 there is this piece. And then this 9 here, that's showing up here. And what does this imply? Well, of course, I can take away 9 from both sides. K is equal to 0. So what's the conclusion? In this case, this tells us that x squared plus 6x plus 9 is kind of very neatly of the form. It's x plus 3. Is that correct? Yes, all squared. So no need for the k. So again, the moral of the story is you do the linear piece first to find the d, and then you do the constant piece to find the k, but you'll need the d to do that. Right, let's do the next one. So b, same story. Minus 8 has to be, well, let's do exactly the same. So 2d, now I've got to match up the coefficients, has to be equal to minus 8. So that implies, of course, that d has to be equal to minus 8 divided by 2, which is minus 4. So then let's work out the constant piece. D squared plus k is equal to minus 4 all squared plus k, which is equal to what? Well, minus 4 squared is equal to 16. 16 plus k. So what do we need? We need 16 plus k to be equal to 12, which implies k has to be equal to 12 minus 6 minus 4. So taking everything together, x squared minus 8x plus 12 has to be equal to what? Must be equal to x, is it minus 4 squared minus 4.